you never see this whole house at once. From the street, Casa Akíga stays almost hidden. Between the trees, we only catch a few fragments, a low roof, a stone wall, or an opening that disappears again a moment later. To really understand the house, we have to enter the property and follow it down the slope. It sits in Cabo Velez, in Guanacaste, Costa Rica. The land slopes in several directions and drops towards a small ravine. The vegetation is always close, while the Pacific Ocean appears farther away through the trees. Instead of placing one large building at the highest point, Studio Saxe spread the house across different levels of the hillside. So there is no single facade that explains everything. Each part of the house appears as we move through it. The house is made up of two main structures. Between them, a bridge crosses through the vegetation. The bridge connects the two structures without completely filling the gap between them. That separation breaks down the scale of a home that measures roughly 14,500 square feet and keeps it from feeling like one massive building. Wood appears alongside stone and steel, especially in the living spaces and the areas protected by the roof. Some of it was thermally treated to handle the humidity and tropical climate better. Each material has a clear job. Stone holds back the land. Steel supports the lighter parts. Wood brings warmth to the spaces we use every day. The ocean is part of the experience, but it does not control the entire house. In many rooms, what we notice first is what is closest to the building. Openings on different sides allow air to move naturally through the rooms. This cross-ventilation, together with the deep overhangs, helps reduce the need for mechanical cooling. Because much of the house is tucked into different levels of the slope, the roof becomes unusually visible. As we move downhill, we start seeing it from above as well. In some places, the roof is the most visible surface of the house. It follows the hillside as a broad, low line stretched over the spaces below. The roof uses clay, helping reduce the heat from direct sunlight. Its deep overhangs extend beyond the walls, protecting the openings from tropical rain and creating shaded areas around the house. Under those overhangs, we find spaces that sit somewhere between indoors and outdoors. We stay protected, but we are still close to the breeze, the vegetation, and the changing weather. The roof works almost like a man-made tree canopy, creating enough shade to keep much of the house open for most of the year. The large openings face different parts of the property. Some look toward the ocean, others frame nearby trees, rocks, and gardens. The light changes as we move through the house. In some places, it comes in wide and open. In others, it passes through the leaves first and reaches the interior already filtered. The clay roof and insulation also help control heat. In the areas tucked into the hillside, the earth itself helps keep temperatures more stable. The house also includes active energy generation systems, but much of its comfort starts with simpler choices: shade, airflow, orientation, and protection from the rain. These ideas are built directly into the architecture. The roof that controls heat also shapes the house. The walls that hold back the hillside also create its platforms, and the bridge that connects the two structures also keeps the forest between them. Building on such an uneven hillside required a solid base. Retaining walls were used to hold back the land and create stable platforms at different heights. These walls are finished in local stone. They organize the different levels and form the heavier part of the house, close to the ground. Above that sits a lighter steel structure. It allows for wider openings, fewer supports, and roofs that extend over the rooms and terraces. The difference is easy to see. Below, the stone anchors the house to the hillside. Above, the steel lets some parts reach out over the land. Casa Akíga begins almost hidden from the street. Then it appears in pieces as we move downhill. The bridge takes us through the treetops, and the rooms reappear at another level of the property. The architecture creates the walls, the platforms, the structure, and the roof, but it does not fill every gap. The forest stays between the spaces, and that is what completes the experience of moving through the house.